Cassandra. Your presence makes the day hot and sultry.
There are a few multi-part side quests in Assassin's Creed Odyssey that require a bit of work in order to reach the conclusion. One such quest is the Assassin's Creed Odyssey Xenia questline. You'll meet this amazing pirate lady during the story, but once all that's ticked off, you can speak to her again to spark a new questline that sees you going on an ancient Greece-wide treasure hunt. So hit up Xenia at the Temple of Athena Nedosia in Pirate's Revenge Chios and let's get treasure hunting. The first item that Xenia wants you to fetch is the Golden Feather of Ajax. She gives you 3 maps, but where you need to go is at the very southernmost point of the Isle of Salamis, which is the larger island sandwiched between Attica and Arcadia. Head down to the lighthouse of the Father of Ajax, I think the clue is in the name there, and search around the flame until you find a large jar covered in some material on the left hand side. Go and speak to the caretaker at the bottom of the stairs to discover who's taken the feather.
The lighthouse was plundered by bandits. The terrors of Kyknos.
The bandits who've taken the feather are located at the Mycenaean tomb of Ajax, not far from the lighthouse if you head northwest. Kill them all and get the feather before returning to Xenia for the next stage of the quest.
I never lose.
Here, 1 golden eagle feather, per request.
Fetch me another rarity.
Another quest, this time for a magical bracelet and another set of 3 maps. However, where you need to go is the very southernmost tip of Cape Sunion, which is the southernmost point of Attica. Head down to the Temple of Poseidon there, where there's an altar out on the cliff's edge to the southwest of the temple itself. You'll need to do some investigation here to discover that the offering box has been stolen and that the trail of clues leads around the corner to a pair of couples. You'll quickly realise that it's the couple closest to the sea that knows what's going on, and when you speak to them it turns out one of them did steal it for the other, who threw it in the ocean in disgust at his thievery. There's nothing left for you to do aside from dive in and get it before returning with it to Xenia.
The time I sink into finding these trinkets for you had better be amply rewarded.
A group of bandits has put their hands on Triton's Conch Shell.
The next item on Xenia's strange collector's list is a golden conch shell that is rumoured to be able to control the ocean, although she's more interested in the gold. You again get 3 maps, but you'll need to head to the triple peninsula of Chalkidiki, which is in the southernmost area of Macedonia, right at the top of the map. It's got 3 juts of land, a bit like a trident, and you'll need to look for the small protrusion of land between the leftmost and middle prongs, simply known as the underwater cavern. Once you're there, you'll need to dive down under the water until you see a fairly large opening. Watch out for the sharks and follow the water around until you reach a spot where you can swim up to the surface. After here, there's a brief chance to gulp for air until you continue on through the blue again until you reach an area where you can surface. Follow the cave around and you'll have to fight off some goons, but the conch is in a chest right inside their little wooden structure. Then just return to Xenia again.
So this is the conch. It's heavy. I have what you need.
Give it here then.
Tell me what happened.
The Coznor of Tolikos is a swindler and a cheat. He robbed me of some of Aximandros' best work.
The next quest is actually to find 2 maps that a road called Autolycos stole from Xenia, who is hiding out in the docks to the southwest of the wetlands of the Hydra in the south of Argolis. Go and speak to the merchant Autolycos and make him tell you where he's hidden the maps by whatever means you think is necessary.
I don't care if she lost a bet or dropped them while drunk. She wants her maps, and you're going to give them to me.
Head to his residence, which is heavily guarded, and both maps are in a chest inside the house. Then you get 2 more maps, which tell you that you need to find the lyre of Apollo and Pan's flute respectively. Thankfully there are only 2 maps, so it's not a wild goose chase like the last. Pan's flute is up first, and it's near the northeastern point of Attica in the hills of Marathon Beach. Handily, it's hidden in the cave of Pan. Head deep inside the cave of Pan, fight all the cultists you come up against, and deep inside there's a treasure trove, on top of which lies the flute. Although I warn you, it's quite a winding cave, so it's easy to get lost.
Pan's flute. Xenia will love this.
As for the Lyre of Apollo, it's located in the forgotten ruins of Macaris region of Aboa to the very east. It's close to the Apollo temple, which is rather distinctive thanks to its statue of a man being bitten by a snake. When you're there, take out the handful of cultist guards before scooping up your prize, which is laying just out in the open ready for picking. Then just return to Xenia.
You know how much work I had to do for a couple of ordinary musical instruments?
Galatea, tell your story.
Now this last quest is a bit of a weird one because rather than searching for something, you're tasked with helping someone escape. One of Xenia's pirates, Galatea, was injured on an expedition, losing some cargo and some people, and you've got to try and get them back. Head to the Aramanthos Peaks in the larger area surrounded by Scamager's Coast and Kylene foothills in the Achia region and find a fort called the Allurus Fortress. As soon as you arrive, free the prisoner and then search for the mission object, which you'll find in a building near the southeast of the fort on one of the highest levels, with a canvas awning outside the entrance. It's a small box at the left-hand side of the table near the fire. Then you'll be able to wrap up the quest, earn even more loot, tick off that Pirate's Life for Me trophy or achievement, and maybe get yourself a little love en route.
No one is only one thing, my West Wind.
True.
Enough chatter. I have another use for your tongue and your hands. Your skills are needed.
So that's how to complete Assassin's Creed Odyssey's Xenia treasure hunt. If you have any questions or more tips, leave a comment, click the boxes on the left for more content from us, and hit the big button in the middle to subscribe for GamesRadar for more news, previews, reviews.